Before we get into this video, I do want to make the disclaimer that this video is not to encourage anyone to take Accutane, nor is it to discourage anyone from taking Accutane if that's what they're looking to do. This is just me sharing my experiences with Accutane and my journey with it so that, you know, you guys can be informed of one person's journey, and that's really it. So yeah, let's get into the video now. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Naakie, and in today's video we are talking adult acne. So about 2 months ago I posted a video, I'll leave it in the cards somewhere up here if you guys want to watch it, and it's just talked about my entire journey with acne. I'm 27 and I've literally had acne since about 13 or 12 years old, so the majority of my life I've had acne, and recently I decided to start taking Accutane. So this video is just going to be an update on my Accutane journey, or lack thereof, because it's been a struggle. It's been like an on and off thing. We've been in a non-committed relationship at this point. So 2 months ago I got my first Accutane prescription, and it was for this 30 milligram, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's called Myorisan. Oh wait, because it was backwards, duh. So this is the Accutane that I started taking. Of course the brand Accutane no longer exists, so there are like a bunch of other brands that still have the active ingredient called isotretinoin, and my dermatologist started me on the 30 milligram. So the first day that I took this, how do I explain the experience? It was just real interesting. The first day I took it, like, I feel like I felt fine until the evening. And I remember, like, I was eating dinner and watching a movie or a show, and my stomach just had like the worst bubble guts. Like, they were bad. Like, my stomach was just like bubbling. Like, you know, when you're using mouthwash and you gargle, like, that's how my stomach sounded and felt. I was honestly just like, well, maybe my stomach is just upset and it has nothing to do with the Accutane. So, you know, I just didn't really think about it too much. And then the next morning took the pill with like a fatty breakfast, like eggs and peanut butter and some other stuff. And I went to work and my stomach was doing the exact same thing. Like, I'm in meetings, you know, the room is quiet and you just heard my stomach just going at it. And everybody was like, girl, are you hungry? And I was like, no, I'm eating all my meals. You know, she's fed, she's thick, she's not really thick, but she's fed and she's full. But my stomach was just like acting up. And then at that point I had started to get cramps. And then I was like, oh, okay, so this is really not normal. So essentially over the course of 7 days, my side effects just got really funky, but I still continued to take it because I was like, okay, well, my body is just getting used to it. So I was essentially having really bad cramps. I was just really gassy, but I never actually had to use the bathroom. I was just extremely gassy. And what really worried me was like my muscles between like what do you call this part of your body? I don't really know, but like my neck, are these like neck bump? What are these? I don't know. Whatever these are, between like here and like the middle of my torso, like my muscles just felt so tight, and it was like I felt like someone had punched me. Like, I've never had someone punch me before, but I would imagine that that's what that would feel like. My muscles were just extremely tight. And I like, of course I started Googling it, and basically Google was just telling me that I was having a heart attack. So I started freaking out, because I mean, who wouldn't? So I called my dermatologist, and she was pretty much just like, yeah, that's not normal. Like, those side effects are not normal. So I'm going to take you off of the 30 milligrams, and if the side effects start to go away, then we can proceed next month with a 10 milligram. So that's, you know, what I decided to do. But of course, as anyone should, I was freaking out a little bit. So I decided to go to my just like regular general practitioner, my regular doctor, and she did some blood work. Everything came back fine. She was like, honestly, that's probably just your body responding to it. So I got a second opinion that way, and then I got a third opinion. I went to my gynecologist just because like I feel like anything in your abdomen area, I just feel like I don't really want to play with that, because I would love to have kids one day. Nope, not anytime soon, but one day. So I went to her, and like she checked everything, and she was like, I mean, girl, everything's fine. It's not going to impact anything in your reproductive system. Obviously, you can't have kids when you're on the pill or like on Accutane, but when you're off of it, like, you know, you're going to be fine. Like, don't worry about it. No long-term effects. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, cool, whatever. Let's just go with the second round next month, and let's see. So a month went by. So I went in for my, like, I guess 1 month checkup, because you have to get checkups every month to make sure that you're not pregnant and to make sure that your blood work comes back good. So I went in for my 1 month checkup, but at that point I had only taken Accutane for 7 days, and then I like was off of it for 3 weeks just to make sure that the side effects went away. So the side effects went away, and she prescribed me with my 10 milligrams. So that is this one right here, and this is literally the lowest possible dose that anyone can take of isotretinoin. So she was like, okay, let's see how your body does on the lowest one. Honestly, like at the lowest dosage, you should have little to no side effects, because I mean, there's like barely any of the active ingredient or whatever in the pit. Like it's almost nothing. I'm, you know, thinking like, okay, this is gonna work. This is gonna be good. We're gonna get back on track here. I was taking the pills every morning between 8 and 9 o'clock with breakfast, with fatty foods like peanut butter, almond butter, eggs, avocados, or like guacamole, like anything that was fatty, so that the pill could actually be absorbed. And I was also like drinking tons of water, literally like more than 8 glasses of water a day. I took my first pill for like the second month, or like the second round, and it was a 10 milligram. And that night I had went out to eat, and I literally could not eat anything because I felt like I had to throw up, and my head hurt so bad. Like I had the worst migraine, and I just felt like I was like going to either fall out or throw up. And I'm like, okay, well, this must be the Accutane, because before I had never felt like that. So I went to sleep that night, woke up, and I was totally fine. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe that was like a one-day thing, you know, just my body getting used to it one more time, and we're gonna be good after this. Over, call it 10 days, I was taking the pill consistently every morning, and I was only taking 1 pill a day, so literally just 10 milligrams a day. And the side effects that I started experiencing were still cramps in my stomach, but a lot less severe. My back hurt so bad. Like my lower back, it was like my lower back and then my joints between like my torso and my legs, like they hurt so bad. My lower back hurt so bad. I would literally have to come home and lay down straight to stretch out those muscles to relieve some of the pain. And then I would just like fall asleep because it just hurt so bad. I was still getting migraines probably like every 3 days. But what really did it for me when me and Accutane, we just had to call it quits, was one night I was getting some work done. I am sitting there and I'm like typing, and I couldn't read the words. I couldn't read the words. Like they were, I mean, maybe that's exaggerating. I could read them, but they were blurry. And I have 20/20 vision. I've never seen a blurred anything a day in my life, you know? So I was just like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. My eyes became extremely sensitive to light whenever I would look outside or be outside and it was bright. Like my eyes literally hurt. And I bought eye drops to help relieve some of that pain per my dermatologist's recommendation. but it didn't really help. Between the back pain, the migraines, and the eye stuff, I called my dermatologist and she was like, honestly, at this low of a dosage, like what I'm predicting is that your body is just not receiving the medication well. So we're just gonna have to probably seek other alternatives. She did want me to continue taking the pill for the next 3 weeks until my 3rd month checkup, but I stopped because, I just didn't want to take it anymore. If I'm being completely honest, I'm gonna just have to seek alternative options instead of Accutane, just because my body is not used to taking a medication, let alone taking a medication every single day of that severity. So hopefully something like a birth control or something like a spironolactone might be a better option for me, mixed with, I don't know, maybe like an antibiotic or something. Maybe the power of those two things together might work. I don't really know what my dermatologist is gonna say. I'll definitely do another skin update just to let y'all know what's gonna happen next. But I did want to hop on here and let you guys know that I am probably not gonna be taking Accutane moving forward, which really sucks because I was extremely excited for this. I've watched so many videos, I've heard so many testimonials. I know people personally who have taken Accutane. They didn't have the side effects I had, and their skin is so freaking clear, which is really what's so upsetting. But essentially, I'm young, I ain't got no kids yet, I've never had any major health problems, knock on wood, because I'm not trying to have none no time soon, or ever for that matter. So yeah, just for those reasons, I'm just kind of like, I don't really think it's worth it to self-induce health issues that could potentially occur from Accutane when I know that even at the lowest dosage, my body just doesn't like it. Yeah, that's my acne update. That's it. I will say though, my skin, while there is a bunch of hyperpigmentation, I don't have any breakouts right now, which is a lovely, lovely, lovely thing to experience at the moment. So yeah, and again, knock on wood, because I pray that I don't get any more breakouts ever again in life. So that is probably it. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. My next dermatologist appointment is coming up either next week or the following week. I think it's next week, honestly, but it could be the following week. So once I talk to my dermatologist and we figure out what other steps I can take to get rid of this crap on my face, I will let you guys know. Comment down below and let me know if you've taken Accutane and if it worked for you, if you tried taking Accutane and it didn't work for you, or if you've never tried taking Accutane but you've been able to clear your skin. What did you do? Let us know in the comments below, so we can all share the knowledge and the wealth. That is it for this video. Be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you, like me, are going through an acne journey, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.